Hey everyone, this is Nicholas Crane again. Just going to give a couple short videos on Outlook. This is actually derived from my Outlook workshop a few years ago I did while I was still in college. I did this for National Society of Leadership and Success. They basically it was a group of students trying to, learn how to be more successful and take on leadership roles. So this is kind of what I presented to them, trying to make them or help them get a little more productive out of Microsoft Outlook, which I believe most of you should have this. It's a great program. If you're not using Outlook, a lot of these other ones, like the Firefox version, is similar. It's not exactly the same, so you don't have the same stuff, but definitely I'd say Outlook is more than just an email service. Yeah, as you see, more than just for email. A handful of the things that Outlook is used for is, of course, email, calendar. This is organizing calendar, sending calendar invites, etc., etc. A task list. This one, I personally don't use the tasks on Outlook as much, mainly because I have this wonderful program called MindJet Mind Manager, which I can have all my tasks and everything lined up pretty well in a little more visually pleasing, in my opinion, view. And then Contact Manager, which is very, very good and extremely needed. Anyways, so I wanted to show you, here's my Outlook. Of course, the first thing you have to think about is it is still an email service. Many of the things that you do is, first of all, make sure you have it not just online. I know a lot of the college students had Outlook online, an online version, which is not as good or as usable as the one that you have actually on your desktop computer. So make sure you download it, make sure it's working on your computer. And one of the main benefits is everything works a little easier when you're not constantly needing to be online. And one thing that I really enjoy is I don't have to have the internet on all the time when I'm checking my email this way. I download the email, I can go out, be out in the woods, just plug my computer in real quick, turn it on, and read an email or see some maps that I emailed to myself or got emailed to me, which is extremely helpful. So I strongly suggest don't just have email on your phone or on a web-based service. Anyways, let me pop back to Mind Manager again. So email, I'll go into more detail with all this stuff later, but you can set up rules, which is pretty much receiving an email and automatically putting it into a folder, which is very nice. You can also make and organize folders, which right here is my folders are off to the side here, off to the left. Some people have it off to the right. It doesn't really matter. It's all preferences. You can minimize this, your folder stuff. It's pretty simple. Just kind of follow directions and look at things like that. But anyways, so I keep a lot of folders here, and a lot of things will automatically jump in, like my ActiveRain stuff or blogging stuff is in the ActiveRain folder. Amazon stuff, pretty much Amazon stuff is anything from Amazon, Menards, any special flyers and stuff from companies that have me on their email list goes right into that folder, and I can, when I'm ready to buy something, go see if there is anything. But oftentimes I don't want it cluttering up my main face here. So anyways, these are my folders. Get creative, do whoever kind of sends you a lot of emails. I like to have, first thing I see, big important things from either new people or my current correspondence, like Bob is my dad, and have to view his emails right away. Google also has an amazing ability to not ever get sorted, which I guess so. Not the end of the world. So anyways, that's the folder function of the email. Also, very important thing to do, especially to be looking professional, is to have a signature line. I'm sure I'll go into this in more detail in other videos here. And then an RSS reader, which is pretty much gives you alerts from whatever you're subscribing to, little updates on certain websites or whatever. Personally, I don't really use it too often. Once again, it adds way more clutter than I need it to. And I'm pretty good with the Google search. When I need to find something, I can find something. Next main thing with Outlook is calendar. If you're not using Outlook calendar, I have to ask why not. It is pretty much essential in my day-to-day life. Everything kind of goes through the Outlook calendar. Send and receive invites and scheduling, organizing amongst you and many other people. So, I mean, everyone at our company uses it religiously. First rule of time management is what gets scheduled gets done. So if it's in the calendar and it's scheduled, it gets done. So that's the calendar. Next is task. Task is pretty much set goals, a to-do list. I know my mom uses it for a shopping list now, and put whatever she needs in there and have it on her phone, which is nice. And then contact manager. This is one thing that is always very nice to have. Able to pull out my phone and figure out, alright, who do I know from this city when I'm in a new city? Be able to contact someone that I haven't talked to in a long time, and it's all right there in one location. It's like your Rolodex. And Harvey McCain had this, has this quote: one of the most important things in business is to build a good contact list. And he was talking about a Rolodex, but the same thing is true about your contact manager. And in future videos I will go into more detail on all these things. This was mainly an overview, and hopefully it helped. And feel free to click on the other videos that I'll post and learn a little bit more. Thank you for listening.